Hello everybody, welcome to Creative Chess channel, and today we're going to speak about Elephant's Gambit, how to play against it, what to do. Mainly we'll look at the game which was played by a famous GM from Ukraine, Vasily Ivanchuk, against Gandimbauli Abdullah Azar, who is a very strong player. 2470 was his rating in the EU Cup online in 2021. So Vasily Ivanchuk was playing white. He played e4, e5, knight f3, and d5. Here is the elephant gambit. So I can't say that it's a very nice gambit to play, but you need to know for white what to do in this case. So there are two main moves here according to the chess base. First is to take and ed. So I would recommend you to take the pawn, and then there are two options for black. Main options are e4, it's the first line, and bishop d6, which is the second variation. Today we're going to have a look only at e4, so what to do if our opponent plays e4. In this case, you see, first of all, he's attacking the knight, but we don't retreat with the knight, we play just queen e2. That is a fork, and actually Vasily Ivanchuk was playing like that. Knight f6. And again, now there are two good moves here, either d3 or knight to c3. And Vasily Ivanchuk chose d3, and I like this move. So why not? Now black can't take neither this nor that piece. That's why. And we want to take, of course, their pawn and have already not even one pawn, but two pawns up. The guy, Abdullah Azar, played bishop b4. It's the second most widely used move. But I'll just want to quickly tell you what to do in case of the main line here, and it's queen to d5. It seems to me more natural to take the pawn. In this case, I want to show you the game which was played by not very famous players. Von Buelo, George, 2361 was his rating, and the famous Russian chess blogger Ambartsumova Karina. She is an international master. She was playing black and decided to surprise her opponent with Elephant's Gambit. And I like the reaction of white, that's why let's have a look. So queen d5 was taken, white to move, and her opponent plays knight to d2, increasing the pressure on e4 pawn. So of course white wants to take the pawn. That's natural. Karina played bishop f5, protecting the pawn, but anyway, took, and here very important resource is to play knight to g5. We are taking the bishop, we want to take it, that's why black doesn't have any moves except to take the knight, which is actually hanging. Karina took, her opponent took, and after queen e5, there appears such an end game. Wonderful move by white is bishop to f4. Of course, black can't take the bishop because of the pin, and that's why black had to exchange the queens, and they went for such an endgame, which is very unpleasant for black. You see very bad pawns, and two bishops, bishop pair, very wonderful position for white. And soon white won here in this game. So again, after queen d5, good move is knight to d2 and start making pressure on e4 pawn. But let's return to the game between Vasily Ivanchuk and his not very famous opponent. So instead of taking the pawn, the guy played bishop to b4. It's the second most widely used idea. So first of all, we are attacking, so check, yes, the king is under attack. That's why Vasily Ivanchuk played c3 and the guy castled. Here I think Black's idea is like gambit style, yes, to give pawns, his pawns to white, but then to castle and quickly, for example, start an attack on the white king, which is stuck in the center. But Vasily Ivanchuk, with a very precise play, just stops all Black's counterplay. So first of all, he takes the pawn, because now you see the knight is under attack, so you may take. And you see that the bishop is hanging, that's why the guy has to retreat. And now bishop to g5. It's a very nice pin, because already, for example, if white played something like, I don't know, just okay, g3 for example, let's make this a silly move, then you see that black had this idea, we just take the pawn, and if white takes, rook e8 is winning. That's why not to allow knight neither this nor that, white is spinning. So then in the game followed rook e8. Black is making pressure on e4, and knight b to d2, white is protecting. If we count the pawns, we see that black has 6 pawns and white has 8 pawns. 2 pawns up, but still you see that white hasn't castled yet, that's why there is some pressure. Vasily Ivanchuk played g3. He wants, his idea is easily explained. So bishop g2 and castle, and then he will have 2 pawns and a very nice position. h6. h6 also good move, because now white has to understand what to do with the bishop. I remind you that bishop is making the spin, and if to retreat to h4, there will be g5. It's one of the possible variations to play bishop h4, g5, then take with the knight. This idea can be used. Computer says that it's not a bad thing to play like this. But probably Vasily Ivanchuk didn't want to try this variation just to give a piece. Yes, for several pawns. He has already a lot of pawns. White's position is a good one, but still he decided not to give an opportunity for black to play g5, and instead he just took the knight. His opponent took, and bishop to g2. White is given 1 pawn. You remember, if against us some gambits are played, sometimes it's easier to give one of the pawns back, or just the pawn back, just to survive. Black took. See, there's a pin. So now black is only 1 pawn down, but white had a chance to castle. Finally, I think Ivanchuk was happy, because when black retreats, white is a pawn up, and you see that now finally white king is safe. And that's why we can say that white just a pawn up and have very good perspectives. e5 was played by Vasily Ivanchuk. Knight to g4, and very good move, knight to c4. You see, we are making, first of all, we are protecting the pawn. It's impossible to take it. At the same time, maybe we're going to take the bishop. So knight to c4 is a good move. So black played f6. So he wants to take the pawn and equalize, at least in material. And Vasily Ivanchuk just plays, developing his pieces, rook to d1. Take, and h3. The knight has to retreat, knight f6, and white is again a pawn up. You see, first of all, you can't take the knight because it's the pin. And to avoid the pin, black played queen to e7. Rook f to e1, protecting the knight, it was under attack. Bishop took, knight took, and c6. C6 is understandable because if we want to develop the piece, for example, the bishop here, you see that the pawn was hanging, and it would be just to lose one more pawn. And of course, black didn't want this, because that's why if they want to develop the bishop, they need first to play C6, and actually that was played in the game. So that is the idea. And now Ivanchuk, to my mind, played a very interesting idea. Guys, if you want, please, you may stop the video and try to answer and to find this idea yourself. I didn't find this idea, I'll tell you. I just, when I was thinking what to move for white, I thought about f4 maybe, but Ivanchuk, to my mind, played very interesting way. And I think this can be useful in our future games. Maybe one day we'll play like that. So pause the video. White to move. Can you please find a good move for white? It's not tactics, it's just positional move. Yeah, okay, guys. This move is rook to d3. To my mind, it's a very nice idea to put the rook in front of the queen and to be already the third white piece, even the fourth white piece on this file. Yeah, to my mind it was very nicely placed. Bishop f5, okay, rook to e3, and queen to c7. See, if position of white is dominating. First of all, they're dominating, but okay, it's good to dominate, but you need to realize your advantage. And Vasily Ivanchuk, without any fear, plays g4. First of all, there is no black colored bishop, dark colored bishop, just to start attacking these dark weak pawns, because they are now really weak. And at the same time, probably h4, h5 can be played, will smash the knight and start the attack. And here, black played bishop to e6 and missed one tactical opportunity for white. So guys, again, stop the video and find what white did in the game. So here white played some tactical move. It's knight to c6. Knight to c6, and it turned out that if black takes, the bishop is hanging. Yeah, that's why black didn't take. They took their pawn. Knight e7, king goes to f8, and queen b5. Queen b5, I like this move because actually I also guessed this move, because when I am analyzing all these games, I try to suggest the move myself, and I like the move. To my mind, it was the idea even to trap the bishop here. Maybe Ivanchuk had something else in mind, but when I was thinking about it, I thought, why not to trap the bishop with such an idea? But at the same time, maybe g5 can be played and start attack from this side of the board. Who knows? But the guy retreated with the bishop, and Ivanchuk played queen to b4. Actually, that was his idea, yes, to come from b5 to b4. And now you see the king doesn't have any retreats because everything is under attack. So that's why white would have all these double checks and very unpleasant. It is all unpleasant. So black tries to exchange the queens, but of course no. And here Ivanchuk is winning by force. Again, guys, the task for you to stop a video, try to find this forced variation. White is winning. Actually, they won in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves. Forced variation, white is winning in 5 moves. Okay, I hope you found the answer. So Ivanchuk plays knight to g6, double check, king goes to g8, rook takes, takes, knight to e8. It's bad to take with the bishop, actually, because the queen is hanging. That's why black is forced to take knight to e8. Ivanchuk played queen f8. Again, one move, and now knight e5, and black resigned. You see, white is attacking two pieces at the same time and winning, of course. And soon, I think, black king would be checkmated. So, guys, I like how Ivanchuk was playing against this idea of knight d5. It was very interesting. Yeah, and I hope it will be useful for you if you face elephant gambit. That you can win a pawn, then hold it, and just try um, to win, yes, with the pawn up, yes, and see Ivanchuk managed to outplay his opponent in a nice attacking style. Guys, hope you liked the video. Please subscribe to my YouTube chess channel. See you in my next videos, and bye bye.